Well, how I didn't give up and how I kept going was like, in my life, bro, shit was just like, shit kept happening to where like, it's either you can take it as motivation or you can be like dumb depressed about it. And you feel me? Some of the shit I would still be depressed about it, but like I always took everything as like motivation to do better, you feel me? Like there was times in my life like where I thought about this music shit and making music where it wasn't like giving up, it was just like, what the fuck, like what do I need to do to like get myself where I want to be, you know what I mean? It just was stressing me out because it was like, I don't know, you feel me? I just didn't know what I needed to do at the time, you feel me? Like, it's going on with this shit, and like, it's still hard sometimes too because you're still figuring yourself out. Like, I'm young, we're all still young still, you feel me? So it's like still like figuring yourself out. But as far as like my life, you feel me? Like one time, like one of the big things with my dad, you know, I seen my dad like get blown up and shit. Well, I didn't see him get like blown up and shit. My dad got an explosion and shit. And once I seen like how he got through that shit, you know what I mean? He got 3rd-degree burns all over his body. His whole face got like burnt off and shit. After I seen somebody, like I seen a man come back from that shit, it was just like, bro, I can conquer the world. You know what I mean? I could do anything, like real shit with the music. Just like, you know what I mean? With my music, I feel like I can conquer the world. I can come back harder. Like as many times I get knocked down, I can always come back, you feel me? And that's one thing that just kept me going with this shit. Like no matter what, it's always, I always want to try something new, and I always know there's a chance that it might not work, but it's a chance that I'm willing to take, you know what I mean? I got all my face tats as motivation. That's basically what it was. It was just like, because that's some shit, when you wake up every morning, you got to look at your face, you know what I mean? You always look at your face, so like, when I look at my face, it's just the fact of that it's on my face and that this shit is real. Regardless of what's on my face, it's on my face and it's like real. People are gonna always look at me when I go somewhere. People are always gonna judge me. They're always gonna like, you know, see me and be like, what the fuck? Like, look at this, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just something that I accepted, and it was like, it was a challenge that I was willing to take on. And it was like something that I would say was like a sacrifice, you know what I mean? Like for my career, you know what I mean? And for myself, cause just like another way how I could like express myself, just like my music and shit, you feel me? So once I got the face tat, it's just like, this is what it is. Music has to be it, because I can't get no fucking job now, you feel me? I can't do this, and I'm not gonna be in the streets forever, you feel me? I gotta do the music shit, you feel me? Like real shit, so that's what it was. That's the only thing, like as far as like, as you grow, as you get, I would say like larger, and you get known as an artist, you know what I mean, it's like a public figure, you know what I mean, your life changes, like you can't do normal shit anymore. And that's one thing I think the fans and even, you know, people fail to realize, because they're so like, love you so much and they love the music, but they forget that you are a person. And that's what a lot of people forget, like even in this rap shit, the industry, like dealing with all that shit, you feel me? Everybody just wants to like make money. Nobody like really, you know what I mean? It's like a love for this shit, but it's like people just, in the industry side, just so like, it's just money. That's all they want to do. And I'm not like with that shit. I'm still like with the kids. Like I love the underground, all that like cool shit. I just want to keep doing that shit and like rising, but give them a voice, you know what I mean? So as far as like all this, like, you know what I mean, it's hard, you know what I mean? It do be hard because like I can't see my family how I want to. I'm always on the road, and it's like you do become a loner. You become like, I was already a loner, but you really become to yourself, even though you're surrounded by all these people. It's just like, even in your head, you're just like, damn, it's just me, you know what I mean? I'm on the road. I'm not with who I was normally with, like you know what I mean, when I was really struggling, ass out, you know what I mean? And back then, like, and then it does have its benefits. Like, I had to like pay for studio time, and then times was hard, like I couldn't pay for studio time. Then it was like music videos, pay for that, like just being broke, putting my all into this music shit and just being broke and like fucking up in my personal life, like not paying my bills, not like just sacrificing this pay for a music video instead, you feel me? But it's just some shit that I knew I had to do to get to like the times that I'm about to see now, you know what I mean, like coming up in the future and shit, because this is only the beginning. A lot of people fail to realize, you know what I mean, like it really is only the beginning. It's going to make a turn for the better or for the worse, you feel me, but like at the end of the day, it's just like, I just keep taking this shit in, you know what I mean, like going day by day, and I feel like that's what I should do, you know what I mean, like I'm still like human, you feel me, at the end of the day, I'm still like human, so like I'm growing with this shit too, I'm learning too, you feel me, I'm changing every day too, like learning and shit, so it's a big responsibility. That's the only thing. It's stressful. I would say that. Like, it's stressful. I love it, but like, it's stressful at the same time, because you do want to set a good example at the same time too. Like, as much fucked up shit as all these rappers are doing and shit, it's like, I feel like, do you think like You feel me? I wonder how do you think, like, as a kid or a person that's looking at that, like, how they're gonna view it, you feel me? And it's not just about, like, I get it, you wanna be yourself and, like, fuck with people thinking shit, but you feel me? Some shit I feel like you just shouldn't broadcast to the world. If that's what you're doing, that's what you're doing. But, you feel me? You should just leave, like, the music, let the music be just gonna be, like, focus on that and not be so focused on the lifestyle and everything that comes with that shit, you feel me? Because that's where people get lost, you feel me? And that's where I feel like, in me, as a person, like, I don't want to, you know what I mean? I want to be the person that's, like, staying true to himself and doesn't, like, just show these kids that you can just be yourself and do this shit. You don't got to, like, put on, like, an image, put on, like, a show and shit, you know what I mean? To, like, make it in this shit. You don't have to, you feel me? You just gotta be you, be how you was, you feel me? And that's how I'm doing shit. Like, I'm still fucking with the same people I was fucking with. I'm still, like, doing shit, like, fucking with the kids on Instagram, like, the brands and shit, like, wearing their shit and showing them way more love. Like, I'm wearing one right now. Like, I'd rather do that shit than wear, like, some Louis Vuitton or some dumb shit like that when I know they ain't even gonna, every rapper wears it. They not fucking with that shit. They don't give a fuck. They just care that, they just happy that niggas buying their shit, that's all. You feel me? Like, fuck that. This kid's is doing something for them when you wear their shit. You feel me? That's what's dope. You feel me? Like, real shit. I feel like a lot of people was like, I don't know, people might have seen me and Landon linking up and they probably thought that it was like some shit that we was just like, all right, we just did a song together and that's what it was. But it was like some real brother shit, you feel me? Like, even before the music shit, I was listening to Landon shit, you feel me? And then the fact that he was listening to my shit, that was just dope for one too. And then it was like, when we linked up, we was like the same people. So it was just like, it was cool, you feel me? And as far as like breaking boundaries and shit, that's the goal. I feel like as an artist, that should be your goal. You feel me? Even as a person, you should just always be able to like want to break boundaries. As far as like even your goals, you should even want to go past it if you could. You feel me? Like, why not? There's nothing wrong with that. So that's how I feel like it should be. And like with the music shit, that's how I want to be. Like, if I'm on like some rock star shit, I want to be on some rock star shit. You feel me? So like, you feel me? Landon, he got like that rock star's like voice. I had a second verse for the Red Roses song. Like, I had like 2 of them written, and I laid one that I liked, but I took it off and I called Landon. I was like, yo, I gotta get you on out. Me and him, we was like, what's the song? We already did a song. I was like, what's the song that's gonna be like, you feel me, that me and Landon can do? Like, me and Landon, I feel like it's like dope the way our voices, the way that we like are too, the shit that we talk about in our music, that shit would be sick, you feel me, if we like linked. And I found it was just that song, like I came up with that shit, and then I called him, he drove like 3 hours and just came like did that shit. And that's how that shit was like history from there, you feel me? Like, that was like we was already talking and shit, but that was like, we linked in Ocean City, and then like back home and shit, we was a couple days back home, and then he came like right over type shit. It was like, fuck it, let's do it. Artists should like remember, like, I'm not saying don't let this shit change you, but like if you already got the recipe, why like try to change it, you feel me? That's how I feel like. So if I cook up in my room, or if I cook up better, like, you feel me, in that environment of just like a house with just like a MacBook, literally that's all my setup is. Like, we have a MacBook, the speakers and the mic, that's all we have, and it's in the room. But that's just how I record, you feel me? That's just how I get the better vibe, how I come up with the Red Roses and the Nowadays and all, like, I come with type of shit like that, you feel me? So that's what it is. So I feel like if that's what I'm doing, that's what I should stick to. So I don't like, you feel me, like, I don't like big ass studios, and I'm not like weird. I like linking with producers, but I don't even like being in the studio with the producer. Like, no, like, you feel me? It's cool to like come and like cook up and shit, but like sometimes I just like to get in that zone. I don't really like, you feel me? I like who I have in there. It's just like certain people. It's just a vibe. You feel me? It's always a vibe. It got to be that energy. You feel me? It's like, and I feel like on the first time meeting you, it's always like cool if you linking with that person, you have a good like vibe and shit. But me, I like to like, I don't know, bro, it's a zone, it's a vibe, and it's not like no disrespect, it's just like, that's my recipe, that's how I deliver, you feel me? So like, people gotta respect my shit too, you feel me? Just how I respect their shit. So I feel like as the way I'm doing this shit, like, I recorded songs like that I have on my mixtape, like Lettuce Sandwich, Garden. Majority of them songs was recorded like all over the place, like back home in PA. Like 3 of them songs was recorded in the RV. Like, I know Lettuce Sandwich was, Garden, like in my friend's RV. Like, just type of shit like that. That's the type of shit I be on. But I feel like that's just the vibe, you feel me? I don't get that in a big ass studio when you got A&Rs and all types of people, just crazy shit walking in and out and all. Like, nah, fuck that shit, bro. Like, I'm trying to be in the zone, you feel me? Like, fuck that shit. I'm not trying to be worried about that shit, what you like and this, that, and the third. I'm trying to be making what I like and, like, you know what I mean? And, like, feeling like what my fans like, too, you feel me? And with the world, how I can connect in all ways, you feel me? Thinking outside the box. We got to keep doing, like, that crazy shit that we think that people might think is weird, but you feel me? Like, you just got to test it. I feel like you got to always challenge yourself. When you always challenge yourself, you can't be understood. You feel me? Because you're always trying to figure out, like, what's my next move? What can I do to get to that level? You feel me? And I feel like it's all in your mind, too. It's about, like, how you think, how, like, if you're positive, if you're negative, if you're, like, this, that, and the third. You got to take situations and really, like, make the best out of them, like, for real. Like, that should teach you a lot about life, you feel me? Success means to me is, like, when I'm at a point in my life where, like, I put everybody in a position to eat. Like, everybody around me is just, you know what I mean? They're doing what they love and they're enjoying their life. I just want to see that. I just want to see everybody around me, like, enjoying their life, bro, like, living good, you feel me? And, like, me too, I want to make sure, like, that I'm at my happiness, like, I found my true happiness. Because I feel like as life goes on, you still finding your happiness. You still trying to find out. You feel me? I'm still like, I love music and shit. You feel me? I love this shit, bro. But I'm still like, you know what I mean? If to be real, like, you feel me? And I feel like that's when my fans fuck with it. Cause like on my music, you can hear that shit. You feel me? Like when I'm talking about my situations, just life, girls, anything. You feel me? It's just gonna make you like think. It's gonna open your mind. And it's not like people say my lyrics, they're like, well, he got like bass lyrics. He got like, nah, I don't got like bass lyrics. They're like, he say shit that you could like tweet and this, that, and the third. Oh, bro, I just like, that's just my vibe. That's just who I am, you feel me? I feel like that's just Skies. And I feel like my music is changing every time I make a new song, real shit. Like, and that's not like nothing like cocky or nothing. Just I always like to like make the next song like different from the last one, you feel me, if I can in any way. From this project, like a lot of people are already calling it's a mixtape and people are calling it an album, you feel me? That's just dope because like that's, you feel me? You know, people know an album is like a big deal. That's like, you feel me? People, if a rapper's like selling albums, that's good, you feel me, nowadays? Cause like people ain't really doing that shit. So it's just like me, as far as what I got next is more of like, in this project, I already showed you like diverse. People thought it was gonna be like this, that, and the third, but it's like so many different types of vibes on the tape, and that's why people fuck with it, because it's going, regardless if you don't like all the songs, somebody's gonna like one of them songs like so much, you feel me? Like each song will attract a different type of crowd, or each song will all types of crowd, you feel me? It just depends, you feel me? So I feel like as far as like with my new music and shit that's about to come out next though, like as far as like the album mix, if I do a mixtape or something, it's definitely gonna be a level up. It's always a level up. Like that's the goal. I feel like is an upgrade. You feel me? Like expect the unexpected, expect more. But you feel me? Like more of like, you feel me? Always try to challenge myself. Like everything, like the lyrics, what I'm talking about, like you know what I mean, topics, everything. Just try to like change it up. You know what I mean? But not like keep it the same. Like yo, you know that's Skies at the same time. Like yeah, you know that's Skies. Yeah. Just as far as like doing things and going places, I really just wanna, I wanna go around the world, you feel me? Because I really don't know like what I wanna like fully see yet, but yeah, I'm definitely into like islands and shit. Like I wanna do shit like that, like go to like some tropical shit, just some crazy, you know, some nice shit if I can, and just see, I wanna see different sides of life too, like, you know, as far as like going overseas and just going to like different places and shit like that. I wanna see like how other people live, you feel me? I feel like it's so much more to life, it's so much more in the world. And I feel like that if I got the opportunity, you know what I mean, I definitely want to take it and do that. And definitely as far as like my family, oh yeah, for sure. Like that's one thing I'm hype about, is just being able to like do this. If I can just take them, yo, come on, we gonna all go to Disneyland, like shit like that. I'm definitely gonna do shit like that. That's just some shit that like, you feel me, as a kid, like I feel like growing up, something I wanted to do. And I'm really in it for these reasons, you feel me? That's like shit I really am, like, I will do, you feel me? Like, got to. As you see, I don't have like many features and shit as far as like working with people. It's not like I don't be like just blocking people off. I'm like a dickhead, like, nah, I'm not working with anybody. It's just like, yeah, it gotta be the energy, you know what I mean? The vibe gotta be right. Like, if it's not there, you feel me, then I'm not gonna do this shit. That's just how I am, you feel me? It's not like I don't fuck with you or nothing. It's just like, if that's not the type time I'm on, like the energy, I'm not gonna do it, you feel me? Like, I feel like that's just how you should be. If you want to make good music, it's not, that just shows, you feel me, that I care and I'm not just all in it for the money. Like, these niggas just want to make money and shit. You feel me? I still just want to make great music regardless, bro. Like, regardless. That's just what it is, you feel me? Like, and that should be everybody. If I keep that mindset, that shit going to get me somewhere. You feel me? Just keep getting like how I've been, you know what I mean? My mindset, really, that shit just comes from like my life, everything around me. You feel me? I feel like the people that I got around me now, you feel me? I got like, it's all about who you know what I mean? Like who you are surrounded by too, you feel me? Like who you keep around you feel me? It's like, there's a point in my life I was just on some like fuck shit, of course, where I was just hanging around like niggas that wasn't obviously gonna be doing anything with their lives. So like, I had to put myself around, like, I'm not one of them people like, yo, I'm gonna put myself around some bosses and just eat off them. Like, fuck no, I'm gonna put myself around some bosses and like learn how to be a boss, you feel me? Like, fuck that, you feel me? That's the type of shit I was on. So I just got like, I was in that mindset. I put myself around people that was on the same shit I was on, so I could like, you know, stay focused. But it's like, on my personal drive, that shit just, it's really my life. Everything that I see around me, everything that's going on, that shit just makes me wanna like be better, like, you know what I mean, for like my siblings and like people. Like, I want to like be the one that's like, yo, he's doing it, you feel me? He gonna do it. Like, that's just how I want to be doing it. Like, for my family, I just want to be getting shit done, like everything that I ever dreamed of, you feel me? Now it's like that I'm in a position to do this shit, you feel me? It's like I gotta attack everything, but I gotta do it the right way, you feel me? I can't like rush into shit. I gotta take the best situations, you feel me? I gotta be like smart. You feel me? I can't just be like jump on shit. And I feel like as artists coming up, they should learn that. You can't just jump on everything that comes your way. You gotta like be smart. You gotta look into the details. You gotta make sure that it's beneficial to you too. You feel me? Not just the ones that surround you too. You gotta be happy too. You feel me? Shit, like 10 years from now and shit, bro, I just picture myself, I want to be like, as I see it, like, obviously, like, I want to be like superstar status, you feel me? I don't want to be on like no like Hollywood shit, but I want to be just like, damn. Like, you feel like, oh shit, this nigga's on some like next level shit. That's how I want to be. Like, oh fuck, like he on some other shit. He dressing like, I want to be completely like different from what I am now. Like, not like on some like change weird shit. I want to keep my same like traits, my morals, my goals and shit. But like, I want to, you know what I mean, as life goes on, I want to like grow and shit. And then of course I want to be like, I picture myself like, by that point, I am selling out every show. I am doing arenas and shit. Like, you feel me? That's what I want to be on. Like, that's the goal. You feel me? That's the goal. That's something that I always wanted to. And I want to be good, like, as far as, like, performing. I love performing. You feel me? Like, I like performing now. I feel like I'm good at it, but I'm not, like, what I can be, bro. Like, I'm not yet. And I can admit that to myself. You feel me? Like, I know I could be, like, so much more better as far as, like, I got to, like, work on my diet, you feel me? I gotta watch what I eat. I gotta like work out. I gotta like, and I'm getting to that shit. Like, I'm starting now. You feel me? Like, I know that shit's serious. That shit's gonna play a big role. So like, if I can get on it now, by that point, I'll already be like, you feel me? It's nothing. Let's go. Like, definitely before then, you feel me? Like, fuck that. Like 3-4 years from now, like 2. You feel me? If I can, like, trying to get on it. You know what I mean? As soon as I can. So yeah.
All right,
That's good. That's good. Lit.